Alright, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Winter's Lounge. Winter's Cup, right? Gamers Lounge Winter's Cup, sponsored by. I don't think anybody's sponsoring this, but that's good enough for us because we're here out of sheer volunteers and the inability to make proper time management decisions. So there I am. Welcome, I'm CynthiaCrescent, and we're watching Team Missing versus the Vieters. I don't know if that's a play on Vietnamese, but I just gotta leave it at that. So this is one of the last 3 upper bracket games. This is BO3, of course, our first game coming up. I have not casted any of these teams yet, so I will withhold judgment. But I have to warn you, there is a... let me turn off that graph for a moment. There's going to be a 1-minute break where I go out and get tea. Other than that, I will be here, totally attentive and hopefully not spouting the usual bullshit. So here we go, we have Axe and Juggernaut first bans for Vieters. That is not at all surprising. I don't think anybody needs an explanation as to why these heroes are banned. We see Slug and Shadow Fiend banned as well. These 2 heroes, however, have decent win rate in the competitive scene. They're not that... well, Slug isn't that popular, but Shadow Fiend is very popular. One of the hardest heroes this patch, actually, considering how much Jug, Troll and Axe is constantly banned. You gotta take whatever you want, whenever you can. Vengeful Spirit and Troll Warlords are the first 2 picks. I mean, this is about as cookie cutter as you can get when it comes to picks. Like, these picks are just very popular, all tried and true heroes. Nothing too, as I say, innovative. So I'm just gonna have to bear with me as I stretch my way across the inevitable 10 minutes of me talking about things that I don't know anything about. So, Bristlebike, next hero, also very popular. I think it's a little bit more popular when it comes to this Egyptian scene, if this is technically the Egyptian scene. Try to not to fumble my words because I don't have tea right now. Apologies for that. Last pick for Troll. Usually see the 2 cores or 2 supports first, but I wouldn't be surprised if it just doesn't matter at this point. Just pick tons of good heroes, of course, and you usually just slam down together a team. Witch Doctor is a very good hero. That's pretty much I've been saying for all this time, so there's nothing else to talk about him. It's a solid support, good range, good damage, good movement speed, has disables, skills in late game, uses items well, blah blah blah. He never applies blink though, so there's that problem. You see Silencer is banned. I wouldn't be surprised to see something like Clockwork banned. Like, Silencer is also a very popular ban for this tournament so far. Has he actually been played a game? I don't think he's been played a game. From all that I've casted so far, he's just been banned up and down. I don't think I've seen him being played yet. I've seen Lion being played a lot though. Although Lion is usually not that great a hero to couple with Vengeful Spirit unless they have like a Storm or whatever. So you got what it is. They need something. Puck is the ban for Team Missing, which is on the Terra side right now. Puck is kind of a catch-all mid hero. Doesn't carry as hard as you really want them to, but usually nowadays they build Dagon after blink, so you can have a reliable amount of damage source, so you can contest with other heroes in the mid lane. Mid game, Whips is the 4th ban for the Radiant. Very popular hero, a very strong hero too, and synergized extremely well with Bristleback. So glad to see him gone. We want to see people cheesing our way to the end. And we can have perhaps a Bristleback trial lane even. It's not even that bad considering how strong the hero is with a decent amount of levels. Although we've seen quite a few times Whereas like off lane, pretty much just getting completely shut down the last time I see him. Getting level 3 at like 5 or 6 minutes something. And then ended up not being a factor at all, built nothing but the BKB the entire game. And well, yeah. Storm Spirit, there it is. There's the ban coming from Team Missing. Kinda saw this coming. It's a strong hero that can dive across the enemy formation and pick off supports. So if you're planning to pick supports that are weak to Storm, like Rubik for example, then Binding Storm is a very good point to make. Also, Rubik doesn't really have any good... well, he can always steal Witch Doctor spells. They're not bad, except for the heal layer. Nobody really wants that. Earthshaker is the last support for Team Missing. Both supports here are currently extremely... I mean, they can be run aggressively, but they're better defensive supports just because of their... one has really low range, it disables and very squishy. The other is not squishy, but melee and has no mana. I mean, this, of course, as I said before, there's nothing wrong with running them aggressively, but they're usually picked defensively, that's all. Sniper seems to be the mid of question for Vieters. Oh, wait a minute, no, T's done. Give me a minute, I'll be right there.
Reserve time.
I am back, ladies and gentlemen, and I got with me some Twinings Earl Grey. I suggest for those of you who have never started drinking coffee to never start, ever. That shit kills you. I don't suggest drinking tea at the amount that I do either, actually. That also kills you, but you gotta pick your poison. Just don't take actual poison. So, the picks are still here. Nothing has changed since I've left. Did somebody disconnect without me knowing? Nope. Okay, I've seen a lot of times when people just entire lobbies disconnecting without me realizing it, just because of how the chat isn't open all the whole time. So I gotta take a little bit of precaution there, just to make sure that I'm on the same page. Dragon Knight. Now this is a hero that I do not expect to see at all. I thought I wouldn't call it innovation. Last time we see a Slaughter, so it worked out perfectly well because of, I think it was the minus armor strategy they ran, and it worked out okay. But Dragon Knight, I mean, not to say anything about the hero, but there's a reason this hero isn't very popular right now. He's clunky, I guess is the word looking for. He's very predictable in his approach, and as a core, he's not that bad, but he's still, what's the word I'm looking for? No, I already used clunky. I guess he's slow, bouldering, hunkering. Well, I'm not gonna bust out the dictionary for this, but you get the idea. But that is going to be a core for Team Missing, unless, of course, they go for the infamous adventure of the Human Knight. We've seen that before. Well, I've seen it before. Just most of you have as well. Although I seriously do not recommend doing something like that. Okay. As far as the Radiant go, I'm not sure if they're really too concerned with countering Dragon Knight. It really doesn't really need a counter per se, but you really want something to be in his face to soak up the damage or crowd control him, so he doesn't deal the damage that he wants to. And they decided to pick up a Tidehunter. So it's going to be the last core for the Radiant. They're probably going to go the off lane, throw a lot safe lane, which does the support, sniper mid, nothing too crazy about that. On the other side we have Vengeful Spirit support, Pistol back core, perhaps off lane, Earthshaker support, Dragon Knight probably mid. So they have a space opening for the top Although this is what I've been talking about before, is to make sure that you do not pick too many carries that will require too much space. You will not get it. A lot of teams have paid the price for this, so just want to reiterate that fact. The last bans are Void and Lion. Lion is a fine ban because he not only does he have CC and burst, which all teams can appreciate. He's also some hero that fills the role they need right now. Though Void, I'm not really sure. Not really sure what the Void is supposed to accomplish in a team like this. I mean, yes, he's fine. He does things. He hits relatively kind of hard, but there's no obvious synergy spells that you can abuse it. Oh my god, it's Phantom Lancer. Well, boys, we are out. This game is probably over. I guess PL will win. PL will prevail, probably. I mean, I say that very jokingly, of course, but his hero is pretty insane for a core. He not only does he have gap closer, he actually has 2 gap closers, escape mechanism, very good early game nuke and late game disable, as well as the ability to pretty much just fight through everyone. And there aren't actually that much AoE on the Radiant side. I mean, you have, I guess Cask is kind of AoE, Troll Axes are AoE, of course, Sniper Shrapnel is kind of AoE. They kind of realize the most of the Tyranitar to CC out the PL, so that's where they're going with. Actually, they pick up Dazzle. Wow, Dazzle is of course a very good hero in this game because in the Radiant side, of course, because he mitigates. Wow, English. A lot of the damage coming on from the Dire side. PL late game does mostly physical damage. I guess Diffusal Blade kind of adds a little bit on that. But Diffusal Blade is of course magical damage. Vengeful Spirit does a lot of helps with a lot of physical damage. Bristleback does entirely physical damage, and Dragon Knight also does mostly physical damage late game. And they don't actually have any hard kill to pierce Grave, so this hero will do a lot of work actually. But I'm not really sure what build he's gonna go with. It depends entirely on whether or not he thinks that he's going to be zoning out one support, zoning out one offlaner, or the enemy is going to go aggro try. So it depends entirely on that. That is a Naked Grievo Courier. That is a Pudge Dog Courier? Thank God good taste prevail. So I'm just going to go ahead and introduce the players for the moment. Hopefully there will be no names here that I feel the ability to say properly with a straight face. We have on team Vieters, Optimus Prime, looking very handsome on this Tyranitar. We have General Bango, on playing the Dazzle. Tifa playing the Witch Doctor. Troll Warlord played by Nova, going the safe lane here, yes. And Hodaz on the mid sniper. Usually you'd see somebody go mid with one tier 1.2 stat items and 2 pull tangos and double branches. I'm not sure why he bought tangos really, because he knows he's gonna be going against, well, any hero that's gonna go mid against him can harass him. So this many tangos is actually, I don't know, it really feels kind of wasteful, but then again he doesn't usually build bottle either, so in that sense it's kind of fine because you kind of need the regen somewhere in the mid lane if you decide to not die horribly. So there's that. On the team missing side we have Skylight playing the mid DK. Squirt Baby Squirt, wow, okay, so there's the name. Playing the Vengeful Spirit. The set is great, the name isn't. We have Joker playing the Phantom Lancer, and what's this? Gold Please playing the Earthshaker. Also, offlane, Bristleback plays by Nice La. Full disclaimer, one of these players complimented my casting before the game starts, so just gonna put it out there. It's not gonna change anything, but just for the sake of journalistic ethics, among other ridiculous notions, I'm gonna put that out there. So here we are. See, Titanter without boots first. Now this is not really what you usually see, because if you expect a lot of harassment, then you usually buy boots first, so you pretty much guarantee they can't kill you because of how tanky you are. But it's seriously a problem, because I'm not sure why he has so much regen, really. He's actually buying, he has a components for a bracer of all things. He's also missing that hit, so I don't know what the hell is happening. Earthshaker pulling, yep, almost level 2. VS is also almost level 2. Hunter is being reasonably zoned out, but there is no word on the lane, so you can't really know what the hell. Oh, shoot! Wrong button. You don't really know where he's moving. Seems like the lanes are pretty much just going what you expect them to, with Sniper having a reasonable. Oh God! Sniper having a reasonable lead in the mid lane. I'm not sure this is what you want though, Bench. Oh, this is where you get 4. This is, I guess, this is a good reason to get 5 tangos. I mean 4. And that a little bit of space was created for the DK to catch up in the farm a little bit. He should get his bottle very soon. He also has Culling Blade. I don't know what this is about, but I'm not at all on board with it. I don't think it has done anything for him yet. Like, also this Dazzle is what is this rotations? Dazzle just walk up to the mid lane, just casually without slow, threateningly, soaking up EXP like no tomorrow. Oh my! I gotta say, this is entertaining at the very least. So Troll is doing normally. Witch Doctor is also doing normally. There's nothing too crazy just happening right now. Look at this. It's like once this Titanter hit level 4, the support literally does not hit him for any damage at all. So he will have to take advantage of him. Probably should buy boots now. I mean, gonna have to, so might as well. Yep. You can now walk up to enemy supports, a click on them, and then they will back off. Such is the fate of the Tidehunter. What I really want, however, is to see this Dazzle stacking camps mostly, because they can clear stack camps quite easily in this game, and you really want the Asian stack so that the Tidehunter can catch up, or at least guarantee him the levels and farm that he needs to get him whatever early items that you really want him to. So I'm not sure what the supports are doing from the Radiant side, because Bristleback is level 5 and you're not threatening him out late. So are you gank this mid, the smoke, which you do have, or you stack these Ancients, or the hard camp, whichever, or the other hard camp. Nothing is apparently too problematic. It's really weird how inefficient the supports has been doing in zoning out this this offlaner. I mean, look at this Dazzle. He has Grave and Shadow Wave at level 2. He has not used a single one of his spells the entire game. I mean, I don't think he has. If I had a reason to, anyway. So what is the use of taking those spells if you don't use them? I'd much rather him take Poison Touch, use it on the freaking Bristleback when he was level 1, I guess, and then hit him. Just hit him, and then he'll probably be level 2 at minute 5. Unfortunately, he's level 5.5 at minute 5, and he will probably run over your supports later on in the game because of such a, I guess, what would I say this? Nearsightedness when it comes to this kind of things. I mean, it doesn't look like such a big deal, but it's a very big deal when things like this. It's a huge. Oh, bot lane. There we go. Finally got the kill. I almost missed this. This is really what should happen. I don't think the Bristleback expected the enemy to be so strong. I thought he didn't hit or didn't turn his back at all, because he does have a decent amount of health, as well as level 2 Bristleback and level 1 Stasha. I'm actually quite surprised that he managed to die under his tower. I mean, he was full a minute ago, so I guess I've just missed something. I don't know what though. It's too bad that Shrapnel can't stack Asians. That would actually be kind of ridiculous if it could. Oh, Human Knight continuing his treacherous lane level 3 breath fire, breathe fire. I mean, not sure how much I'm on board with that, but it hasn't. I mean, considering the fact he only need like 3 levels in breath fire to last hit anyway, I don't think it matters that much. And he's doing his job fairly well, pushing out the lanes, getting rune, using rune, farming more. I don't think he's gonna die here though. Well, maybe he will. You need Maledict right now, actually. You're chasing him away. Yeah, I'm not sure what this coronation is supposed to be, actually. Just kind of hover around the lane. So, okay, alright. I really like to. He would have easily got the kill on the mid there if he just went immediately instead of waiting for this. They can kill him now still. They need Maledict though. They needed Maledict. Now he's not in range anymore, so quite unfortunate. Also, these shrapnels. Here comes the wraparound. Maledict, there we go. Should be ulti. Yep. This guy should die very, very quickly. Fisher, very good. Block off 2. This Dazzle still has Grave though, so I think he'll be fine. Just solve himself up. Yep. Running away. It's gonna rotate down this lane. Bot lane, we see a lot of damage being done onto this Bristleback, but he's not gonna die here. Poison touch going onto the Vengeful Spirit, take a lot of damage. Maledict number 2. Urshikar's gonna get sniper ultied. One more right click should be able to do it. Yeah, total outplay there by the Radiant. They're doing very well with themselves. Not only this Phantom Lancer has the same amount of EXP that this freaking Tidehunter has. Non-boots first Tidehunter. This Tidehunter actually has arcane boots. Wow. That's a lot of space that he really shouldn't. I mean, it's kind of inevitable because there's nothing the PL can do against a freaking Tidehunter in lane when he's alone. And the supports aren't very good at dealing with him either. So you're gonna have to deal with it yourself. Still, I would like a little bit more support for this Bristleback, or at least this Bristleback to have done a bit. Also, this PL only has 39 CS. That's not good. It's actually quite not good. And I don't like the fact that he took his ultimate like this. I mean, you obviously want your ultimate when you're because it's a very good spell, but if you're playing in the lane like this, it doesn't really accomplish anything, and sometimes it can push the lane if you don't properly manage it. So if you don't need it, you really don't want to take it, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And you haven't needed it yet. So that's the basis. Oh, this Urshika, wow, he's doing very badly actually. That was a huge deal because the fact that he tanked the range creep there meant that his lane will inevitably push up to here. There's nothing he can do about it. This Tide could actually kill the Urshika right now if he wants to. It's actually super easy, but he opted not to do that. There's gonna be a Fisher next to. He should heal up. He should really heal up after this. Yeah, just go salve up and walk up to the Urshika, ravage him, and he's dead. It's actually just that easy. Game is funny like that. So he dropped the gauntlets as well. Also used arcane boots because there's no reason to just leave it like that. The sniper has 2,000 gold. He's not bought a single item yet. That's also surprising. Not sure what he's waiting for. I mean, it's not like he's staying with a rapier or something. He's actually going Maelstrom first. That you don't see that too often. You usually see Mask of Madness first, so that you can abuse the attack speed with Maelstrom. But it's not too bad, especially in this game, because you don't really want Mask of Madness too much because you have a PL that can jump on top of you as well as Urshika and I guess VS swap as well. However, the problem with why? It's DK. Wow, I'm playing so scared. No mana left, can't do anything. So the problem with not buying Mask of Madness is that it slows your farming speed down a lot. I mean, that really sounds weird because you have like this 3,000 gold AoE farming item in Maelstrom, but you also have no sustain and no bottle, means that you can't stay and just tank creeps. It also means you can't jungle as effectively. So that's a huge problem in and of itself. That's why you see so many heroes buying lifesteal if you can afford to. So you gotta have to be careful with things like that. Urshika is still there. He still has a Fisher. There's a lot of nuke damage that this Tide is. I don't think Tide notices that the fact I don't think Ted notices the fact that the PL illusions are actually not dealing any damage to him whatsoever, and after the initial burst he's actually completely immune to any of their attacks at all. But he's actually taking 1 level in Gush. I guess going up. Bristleback has a tank a little bit. Here comes the Ravage, it will hit on 2. Fisher as well, playing very good death work there, killing off the Bristleback, but he actually kills the Troll Warlock first. That was definitely not worth. That's a lot of gold to give. And EXP too. Especially because they were 4-0 before. Used both Death Worth and Ravage. Now pretty much there's nothing. So this PL bought Dominator first. I don't like this. Not because Dominator is not a good item. No, Dominator is a... Oh, hold on. Talk about this. Earthshaker dies, Dazzle dies at bot lane, Titanter is stacking Creep Wave, here comes the Bristleback TPing in, and the Witch Doctor is left on the back side. What the hell did I just miss? I thought they fought without ultimates. I'm not sure that... Oh my. Doppelganger. What a hero PL is. Dodging spells like no tomorrow. So yeah, about this Hammer Dominator. I was gonna talk about this without sounding too ranty. Hammer Dominator is a very good item on Phantom Lancer. It's a very good item after the fact that Diffusal is not an op anymore. I mean, maybe even before that actually. It gives you the sustain you need, and it can be upgraded to Satanic later. So that alone is pretty much what all that you need anyway. And it also allows you to kill Rosh, kinda. The problem with him buying it this early is that he actually does not need the kind of regen the Dominator provides right now. Because he does not have a mana regen, and his health regen is really damage based. Something like Aquila with Bottle gives him much more reliable regen. And considering the fact that his entire team only has 1 hero with a bottle so far, him having a bottle by himself really isn't that bad. Okay, just gonna have to see if I'm missing something. Okay, nothing. So you want to push out this top lane while you're having a PL in a team, and you can rotate to jungle, get rune, rotate back to jungle, farm like that. That would be amazing. And this is also what I'm not sure what he's trying to do right now like this, because as you can see, the PL with the lifesteal is just kind of here in this lane, and nobody is actually literally nobody is taking advantage of the jungle. Nobody's stacking, nobody's farming it. PL with Dominator really should be farming the jungle and let his supports get the lane EXP instead, because they're not very high level. Shiko is 7, give me he's constantly fighting. VS not even 6 yet. There's a Fisher defensive. Here comes the Troll Warlock in the middle of the enemy team, but the Death Ward is doing the most damage. Here comes the Dragon Knight, but his 2 of his teammates are already dead. Troll was now on a tick down, he's getting healed very well. That's a very good exchange for the Dire, for the Radiant. So I guess you can see the Dire is not utilizing their map very well, and they're kind of just paying for it. This PL really needs an Aquila, just because you want something to sustain the ability to farm, as well as a Quelling Blade, because Quelling Blade makes you farm a lot faster because it works on your illusions. So that's a lot of things that Dire could improve upon. You don't really need a bottle. You don't have to get a bottle, I mean, but definitely one other things. So Tide is, I'm not sure what he's farming for. Blink? Yes, he does have a blink moving forward. He also has money for his his bracer, which components he bought first. I'm still not sure what's up with that. But yeah. There's actually nobody that builds a bottle in the Radiant. I just realized that. That's actually so strange. You usually don't see things like that. It makes the runes a lot less effective. As weird as it sounds, but it is how it is. Okay, it's gonna be a skirmish here maybe. No, he's gonna back off. I think everybody is in sight. So let's see if this PL dies first, and then we can catch the tail end of this. It should be a Ravage opening actually. Just go up and Ravage him. Ravage him. There it is. They maledict. Should be there. No, he stunned first. No, get Fisher out. They gotta get caught here. Echo Slam does the decent amount of damage, but this with Witch Doctor does get slammed, as well as the Dazzle left behind. Weave down doesn't do anything. It really shouldn't have happened. Unfortunately, it did. So what should have happened was Ravage into Maledict into Dazzle Nuke, and then they will probably have killed the PL pretty easily. Because he doesn't have heal on his team, but yeah, the return. Oh wow, Sniper denied the rune, but here comes the Blink Dragon Knight. He's gonna have to back off. There's the Shrapnel trying to walk back, but he is being swapped down, played around, killed. You usually don't see Earthshaker with soul rings anymore. But here it is. See a freaking PL just go forward like this. And Troll is also does not have a killer. He has 2300 gold and a Maelstrom. What the hell is happening? Dazzle caught in the middle, but he does have his grip. He doesn't want to use it just yet. That's what doing a lot of damage. Dragon Knight taking most of it, but it changes target to the Earthshaker, which dies as a result. Yeah, Troll, no bottle, no nothing. We'll talk about that later once the peaceful time. Vengeful Spirit being chased down. Dazzle heal coming through, mostly just for sustain, dealing no damage. It's a stun. Cask bouncing, no bounces. Maledict is there. Gush is up into one. Gush is out possible. It should be an easy kill. They should just leave. They should probably have just left, but nothing is there to punish them. This PL is walking around here instead of farming jungle. Somebody really should farm their jungle. Is all I'm saying. I mean, actually, I'm saying a lot more, but it really feels really bad to say things like this. Like, we're having Maelstrom Sniper, Maelstrom Troll Warlord. Maelstrom Sniper isn't bad, but it's just unconventional. Maelstrom Troll Warlord though, I mean, I'm not sure what to say really. I haven't tried it myself, but it doesn't really offer anything particularly amazing, I don't think. He has 3000 gold too, what? Why does he have 3000 gold just lying around like this? I'm very unsure. Let's see what he buys from it. Dazzle Medallion Boots. Typical Dazzle build. Typical Pop Dazzle, I guess. Sniper has the second Mithril Hammer. I guess he's buying Desolator at this point. I mean, nothing wrong with Desolator. Is that usually you get too punished by building no farm item or no mobility item as a sniper anyway. Okay, let's see. PL should have his diffusal blade quite soon. I think it has to have enough money now. Should have anyway. I'm not really sure if I like this really fast diffusal. Let me start not even that fast diffusal blade. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, Doppelganger going away, nobody can catch it, but here comes the blink castling shrapnel, not that Earthshaker has a blink anytime soon. Vanguard finally finished on Bristle Black at 57 CS at 230 at 20 minutes. All the TPs coming out from the Dire. We'll see that this DK is supposed to be the one who's carrying his team. Blink and going forward to this BKB, he can blink forward anytime he wants. He's not doing it. Okay, he can blink down. He's going on this Titan Fisher to block off. It's actually a pretty good Fisher. Titan may be forced to ravage here. He's only gonna hit on 2 and they are fairly tanky though. But Doppelganger back on the other line of the Fisher. Cask bouncing though. Doing a lot of work. Optimus Prime just laying on the enemy cores here. Bristleback may get 1 kill, but he's gonna get swapped out. But the Deathblow still follows him. Kills up to full team wipe for the Radiant. I don't even know where Earthshaker died actually. Just kind of died in the middle there. But, yeah, that was just too much sustain mostly coming out from the Radiant. You can't deal with that because you can't deal with that. Was actually a 4 versus 5 fight, and they didn't wait for Diffusal on Phantom Lancer, so yeah, it didn't work out unfortunately. So it is definitely the Desolator build for sniper. Not that there's any other item that you can build with the second mid-throw hammer anyway. What's this? Where's the rest of it? So Diffusal Armor Dominator. No, not really. Not feeling this. Where's the other one? DK is still gonna struggle quite a bit. Doesn't have a lot of farm. Doesn't have a lot of CSs. I mean, sorry, doesn't have a lot of kills. Doesn't have a lot of CSs. So he's gonna struggle. This is the problem with Dragon Knight. Is that even though you have a wave clear, it's super clunky. Your hero, not when you're not a dragon, is also super clunky. Melee walks slowly. Doesn't have a lot of mana. Doesn't have innate farming ability. There's a lot of hero. There's a lot of problem with this hero. Bristle is okay. He's doing his job, kinda. Earthshaker is really trying to farm his Blink Dagger. Earthshaker Blink Dagger will probably be very good this game if you manage to use it to counter initiate the Ravages. I think it's the only chance they have in the team fights, to be perfectly honest. There's actually no way they can lock down this TIE Hunter because all their disables, so 3 of it, are pretty purgeable. So you kind of have to either aim it perfectly, which is nigh impossible, or you have to rely on counter initiation, which is possible as long as this Earthshaker gets his blink before they lose Rex, which might not happen, to be perfectly honest, with the way the game is going. Radiant is just grouping together. Do they have a smoke? They do not have a smoke. So why are they grouping together? Let me check the map. They don't see any. Okay, they see the Earthshaker now, and they should have seen the PL a little bit earlier. So it should be fairly safe. And I don't think it's sitting together like this is ever going to help anything. So you're very, very ahead in terms of the game right now. If you want to, if you're scared because of enemy smoke, you probably should smoke yourself and either get objective or get a pick off. And standing around really doesn't do much, which is what they're doing now. They're moving out, and they didn't get punished even though they didn't have a smoke. Oh, Bristleback caught out, stunned. Probably gonna get bash here. Melodic on top of it. Where's the rest of the team? Not gonna be here in time. There's a lot of damage. Dragon Knight actually ulted, and now the ult is going to be gone. He really should try his best not to show this ult, because if the Radiant knows that he doesn't have an ult anymore, then they will just pretty much just push to end because of Desolator on freaking Sniper. So Troll with Helmet Dominator BKB, very good items of course. You want BKB because the enemy team is like that, and you also want Dominator because it's alive still. You can also get Dominator to kill Rush early. You don't need it right now because you're so far ahead, but if you want to push a high ground, you really should. There is a Blink Dagger on Earthshaker, which is very good. You really need it, but you can't full forward because there's a Grave and a counter Ravage. So you have to be really careful as a die right now if they want to push. There is no dragon anymore. Dragon form is off. So that's a huge problem on his own. Oh, dunk! Only hit on 2 so far. It's a lot of damage. He's instantly died. Here comes the counter initiation. Ravage, BKB and Troll are shredding through the enemy, killing off the PL and chasing Dragon Knight. Dragon Knight is dead. Everybody is just dead. Deathwood laying into Bristleback, ending the game pretty much. I don't think there's any way they can come back right now. With a Troll and a Desolator Sniper in the team, they could activate Troll ulti and pretty much just win the game strictly off of that. It's not even funny. It's actually not funny. Tai should really tank right now. Yeah, they don't want to let this siege creep die. There is no glyph. This game is over. As you can see, they're laying so much damage to the barracks. They may rotate bot if they want to. Or the better play would be for Troll to get Rush right now, and then they can barrage down bottom lane, and the game will be 100% over because Echo is on cooldown. And yeah, why did Dragon Knight ulti again? What? Oh my! Oh my! Well, Rush is dead. Really nothing you can do about that. Probably Troll is gonna get this. He can frontline. Make up on Dazzle. They should get all their items, heal up, and either smoke or just barge down bottom lane. They have the ability, they have the lead and the Aegis to barge down bottom lane. But if they really want to be really careful, they should smoke. You don't have to, of course, but here. Phew. I really want to say that this game is pretty much over, and I still believe that it is. But team with troll and sniper against the team with DK. Sometimes I don't know what happens anymore. At the very least, there's a slight variation in terms of farm. And oh, is it? No, that's the sniper. Maybe I should just play some music right now. Hope for the best. I thought it would be very weird when it comes to recording because it will record the music twice over. Not necessarily. I'm gonna play some music, but only for the VOD play people. The people on Dota 2 will not hear this, so the majority of the people here will that's listening, if you are, and if any of you even exist, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Just know very well that I'm not saying anything worth listening to right now, so yeah. It's happening. Turn off the music. Okay. Ready to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. First game of the night, or the afternoon if you're in bumfuck nowhere like I am. Let's see. At the very least I got a break. Actually start drinking tea, then I forgot. So Bristleback is getting a Crimson Guard, which is probably a good idea, considering how all the physical damage is being dealt by the Radiant. Shiva is now up on Tidehunter. It's a very strong hero. I guess they're waiting for Ravage, which is probably a good idea. Of course, waiting for Ravage also means that they let the Dragon Knight get his ulti back, but I don't think it matters either way. Who is the item? There's no smoke on here, but there's a Mahornia recipe, probably for the sniper, yeah. Super farm sniper, super farm troll. Tidehunter with Ravage up, going into Refresher, and Shiva's make up on Dazzle. Just Bard and Aegis and Troll just barge down the lane and win the game. And Axe on Witch Doctor as well. Every item is coming all together now for the Radiant. they have no fear, or at least they shouldn't have any fear anyway. On the Dire team, Juggernaut still miles away from his BKB, Vengeful Spirit struggling to get a Force Staff, Fatal Lesser has completely halted his item progression since Diffusal Health Dominator, and Earthshaker pretty much got the item he needs for this entire game. Bristleback really wants that Crimson Guard before they fight though, and he really should try to get it, because the entire Radiant is obviously up top. So, and they can't defend this tier 2, so might as well go farm in the meantime. Not like this, but maybe like that. What they really should be doing is pushing bot and farm the enemy jungle and then TPing back when needed, instead of doing this. I'm not really sure what this is supposed to accomplish, but I guess it doesn't hurt either. Alright, Troll doing troll things. Butterfly on him now, if he wants to buy it, could drop one. Yep, drop the TP, let the butterfly go. Don't want to use his ultimate right now though. But probably want to wait until the next wave. And somebody really should be pushing bot, but I guess that's a little bit too much to ask. Preferably, okay, Bristleback does have 5 Crimson Guard now. This should be, let's say, fairly, this would be the best fight they can have if they're gonna have a good fight at all. Troll take a lot of nuke damage, has a BKB, doesn't want to use it yet, just hitting the creep right now. Here comes the DK, starting off, a lot of damage. Melhonia just putting up so far. He still has Aegis, remember that. He will have to, he actually has to activate his BKB and he's gonna pull the Aegis off. Sniper is just focusing the towers, Ravage is still there, Glyph being used. They have to back off, I think. They don't want to fight it like this. They may not want to fight it like this. Ravage is still there. They want to spam down this Troll. It's taking a lot of work, but here comes the Ravage. It's gonna hit on 3. Shiva's got on the middle team. BKB on Troll, just going around hitting everyone. Swapple's Vengeful Spirit, not sure what that was for. Completely missing the point. Joker in the middle enemy team, but no illusions. Echo Slam, dunking, but no damage. GG is cold, and we're off to a very quick first game, boys. Just like every other game thus far, this upper bracket, unfortunately.